how's it going? And welcome to a brand new gaming series on this channel. And tonight we are going to be embarking on the life as a footballer, or a soccer player, should I say. And we are going to be playing the game New Star Soccer, which is an app-based game on mobile tablet, and it's a very fun game that I used to play back when I was in high school. So about 6 years ago, because it was like early high school when I used to play this. But I love football, and more importantly, I love gaming and football games. If you have not already checked out some of my football games on this channel, I do play FIFA, and I was debating starting a career mode series on that, but I had the idea of playing this game, and well, it got me very excited. So if you too are excited for this brand new series, be sure to leave a like on the video. Do not forget to subscribe if you are new here as well. We are going to be bumping out this series hopefully about once a week, depending on the reception to this video, but I'll talk about that in a wee moment. I do have some chewing gum with me as well, so we'll get a bit of that right now. But yeah, I'm super excited to jump into this. Before we do, I'm going to quickly run through the settings that I am running for this game, tell you a little bit about the game and how this series is going to work. But essentially, New Star Soccer is a game in which you play the role of a soccer player, a young prospect in the footballing industry, and you've basically got to lead your way to try and be a very big player. Play for whatever clubs you want. You can buy things. There's so much things you can do in this game that I'll talk you through. If you have played this game before, let me know in the comments. I am, however, going to be playing on the classic version of this game. You can see at the bottom of the menu down there, you can see a little modern option. That's a relatively new feature. I'm not too big of a fan of the modern version. I prefer the old classic version that I played back in the day. These settings I'm going to be running with, I am going to turn off. I will put sound effects on, though I don't really know how this is going to get edited, but that's something I also want to talk about. Going to be playing in United Kingdom English, and my distance I'm going to be doing in meters. You could argue that you want to do yards, but I guess I'll do meters, and if you guys want to see me change it to yards, let me know in the comments. But this series, I really just need to get your feedback in this first episode. Who knows if this series could be a flop, who knows if it could go well. I'm not too sure how I'm going to edit it as well, as this is a mobile game. So I do not know whether to put the videos out in portrait, or if what I've done for the editing for this video, there's probably going to be little bars at the sides, but I've tried to make them look nice. I've tried to make the video look nice despite it being a portrait game. Now I'm going to stop rambling, but real quick before I do, I just want to say that I was going to do a face cam, but decided not to because I figured that my face cam would just be me looking down, so it wouldn't be too interesting because I am playing this on my phone. So I figured maybe not a face cam, but let me know if you would like to see one for episode 2. Do let me know any improvement tips or feedback that you do have for this series. But without further ado, let's just jump straight onto play and create a brand new career. So welcome to New Star Soccer. You are about to embark on an exciting football career where you live the life of a young player. But first, you must set up your profile, so here we go. We get to name ourselves. So I think I'm just going to call us, let's just go with Dido. And surname will go ASMR. I am a male. It's cool that you can play female as well, so if you are a woman watching this, let me know if you've played this as well. We are going to be playing in the English League. I feel like that's probably got the best sort of narrative to it, because the narrative I want to go with for this series, if possible, is I want to take a really low leagued team and try and bring them up to the Premier League. I think that would be super sick, super fun, and yeah, would be very exciting. So we're going to go with the English League. Our nationality, I am indeed from, oh, not Kazakhstan. I am from Scotland, for those who do not know. So, I mean, our nation, footballing wise, it's not very great, but maybe in this game we can take Scotland to the World Cup. That would be super fun. So we will be going with Scotland. And here we go. So we are now doing the sort of impress trial phase of joining a club. So we're about to join a club, but before, we've got to try and impress the talent scouts. So the first trial we've got is technique, and what we got to do is kick it in between these two little balls. I kind of remember roughly how to play the game. So next up, we got to try and impress with a free kick. So I'm guessing we got to try and bend it around this one-man wall and put it in the back of the net. Let's pray we don't miss it. Would be pretty embarrassing. And next up, we've got the power trial. So this determines how hard we can kick the ball. It's basically a little further back than a penalty. Wonder if the ball's going to be still. It is, so this should be an easy goal. Very nice. And finally, we've got our pace. We need to dribble in between the cones and just get it past the line. And the final one is going to be a vision trial. So this is us just trying to pass the ball to a teammate, I guess. Replicate that. And there we go. We have signed for Oxford City. Very interesting. Maybe if you are an Oxford City fan, then I guess this should be extra fun for you, but we have impressed them and they've given me a contract. And you can see there, if you want to play for a bigger club, you will need to increase your star rating and impress in the division that we are in, which is the English National South, I believe. So here we are. Oxford City have signed the youngster didoasmr. Oxford City boss said that he has high expectations of the player and wants to give him a chance to prove himself. So that's pretty exciting. I'm going to run you through this menu quickly, but I think for this first episode, what I'm going to aim to do is just try and maybe play our first game. Who knows if we'll get a win. And yeah, depending on how this goes, next episode can be a lot more fun, but we're just going to get things started off. This is the new menu here. Not new, but new if you're watching this for the first time. At the top you can see our name and our gender. Underneath that we've got our star rating, which is basically your skill level. It's basically how good you are as a player. It's kind of like your overall. So we are a 1-star rating, which is of course the lowest one. And you can increase this by playing games and playing well in games, winning games, completing challenges and things like that, I believe. We've got our energy, which does diminish effects of fatigue from games or a few other things. We are 16 years old, which is very young, but very exciting. You can see we have 15 Starbucks as well, just under that energy, which we can use to spend on a few things that I'll show you in a bit. And then for our status, you can see we've got our skills, our happiness, and our lifestyle, which we all essentially want to get to be full. Because we want to be pretty skillful, pretty happy, and have a good lifestyle. Underneath that, you can see what our status is for the team when going into games. So you can see we are in the first team, which I'm guessing means we're in the starting 11. We are match fit. There is the option to buy stuff in the shop, such as agents and trainers, or remove ads, but I am playing this on airplane mode, so that shouldn't be an issue. We've got our energy, which is basically a way to replenish your energy if it gets low, which you can buy at the cost of Starbucks, which is very cheap. And as your skill level goes up, these cans of energy become more expensive. So it's a good idea to buy as many as you can whilst it's cheap. So we'll do that in a wee moment. We do have one can already of the green energy, the blue energy, and the pink energy, which you can see the more expensive ones do a little bit more than just replenish your energy. Finally, we've got a pair of boots that we can buy, although they tend to be quite expensive, but come at benefits, as you can see, such as increasing your pace, your power, your technique. And however, sadly they are not infinite. They're for a certain number of matches, which is a bit of a shame, but maybe when we get rich we can afford this 500 Starbucks pair, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so that's everything on the main screen apart from the things at the bottom, but I'll show them last. To the right we have our what's this, like our agent and our contract basically. So you can see we play for Oxford City in the English National South. We've got our wages, which is like per game we get £1 per goal, 0 per assist, and at the moment we're getting £1 per game. We can renew our contract, but that's a very risky button to press. You really only want to try and renew your contract if you feel that you are impressing your boss, or if, as you can see underneath, if your agent tells you that your boss might be willing to renew your contract. So playing well comes at a benefit of increasing your contract and the amount you make, although as you can see agents are pretty pricey. You can also get a trainer that will tell you when you need to improve your skills, which I'll explain in a moment. We've got our sponsors, which I feel could take us a while to get sponsorships, but it basically means that you can make extra money for having particular sponsorships, which you accumulate over time. And then to the left we have our stats. So of course everything's pretty much 0 at the moment. We can see a wide spread if we eventually play more years. And that's our cups, and that's like a season view, yeah. So at the bottom we have our league, which is our league standings. We are technically joint first, but joint last in the English National South, which I believe is the same power level with English National North. And by the looks of things, we only need to get into the top, we need to get first, I think, in order to promote to the English National League, as you can see. And then we advance up through the League 2, the League 1, the English Championship, and eventually, hopefully, the English Premier League, which would be very, very exciting if we can potentially get Oxford City up to the Premier League. We have our skills, which basically, as you saw when we were trying to impress the talent scouts, there's different skills we can increase at the cost of energy though, however. And as you can see, that little last trained bit, we generally don't want that to drop below over 10 weeks ago, because otherwise it will take a penalty on us, and it will take skill levels off if we leave it for too long. We can see our ratings. Obviously we've got nothing at the moment. Our player type is forward, and last but not least we have our lifestyle. So this is where we can improve our relationship with our boss, our team, our fans. Maybe potentially we'll get a girlfriend, and our sponsors. And of course we've got lifestyle, which you can use to buy your Starbucks to increase things. You can buy items and vehicles and property, which come with pretty cool benefits that we'll learn eventually, but I'm going to stop rambling. There is also the casino, but that's a bit of a late game type thing. But I think for this first episode, with all this rambling so far, shall we just get into our first game? Why not? It is didoasmr's first game for Oxford City. Can we take a dub? Can we get a goal? Can we maybe get an assist? Maybe a couple goals? That would be super, super fun. Let's jump into our very first game. We are going up against Hampton. So, as you can see when we go into the game, we can increase the speed in the top right, like the simulation speed. And yeah, this is how it works. We click kick off, and as you can see, we're already on the ball. And I am going to play the easy pass to this guy here. Very nice. Short passing gets a wee tick. We're playing midfield at the moment, which you can tell by the little thing in the bottom right. Now, that's the midfield symbol. We can go attacking and we can go defensive as well. So we have a good shot on goal. This could be quite a tricky goal to have to score, but I'm going to give it a go. As you can see, the ball is moving. And there we go. We get our very first goal in the series. Very first goal for Oxford City as well, which is nice to get on this score sheet. Can we get an assist as well? We can. Straight after our first goal, we come back with an assist to take a 2-0 lead. What a great start. We are going to play the pass there to our teammate. I'm going to move into attack. You can tell by the little sword. We're up 3-0. Maybe I should just go defensive, honestly. Oh wow, 3-1. And that brings it to halftime. You can see our energy's gone down a wee bit from playing that first half. It tends to replenish between your next games, but it depends how big the break is and how hard you try within the game. But a 3-1 first half, very, very good. We got ourselves a goal, and oops, as the next half started, I believe it has. Okay, so this is a very tricky goal. I'm going to attempt it, but it could be pretty stupid to do so. The keeper saved it, but my teammate's running in for the rebound. Can we get another assist? We can! Let's go! We are up 4-2, and we've got ourselves another chance at goal. Can we get a second goal? We can! What a great, great debut for didoasmr for Oxford City. I don't know what has happened with the simulation screen there, but we're up 5-2. I'm gonna try and play this pass. It could be quite difficult. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. That couldn't be a better pass, could it? We're up 6-2. 3 assists in our first match, indeed. And that brings the game to an end. A 6-2 dub. Guys, if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. But there we go. If we click in, you can see our energy is quite low now. If we click continue, we've got our match stats. We had 8 chances and converted 2 of them into goals, 3 of them into assists. We got a 10.0 match rating, which of course is probably the best. +5 boss, +5 team, +5 fan, chemistry. Our rating's gone up a wee bit. You can see we're getting a few achievements at the bottom. We do have our ratings, which you can see. Pretty interesting. Our long shots are, well, that was pretty poor long shot from that game, but they'll hopefully get better. They'll hopefully get better. We go continue. You can see the rest of the league's games. We took by far the biggest dub out of everyone. And we were away, so that couldn't have been any better. A great win puts us top of the table for the first game played, with a 4-goal difference as well. That is absolutely lovely. And as you can see, we got ourselves a star man, which is essentially man of the match. That was very, very fun. A great start. Footy News says didoasmr put in a starman performance on his debut for Oxford City. His boss was full of praise after the game, saying he is exactly what we need at this club, and oh boy, you bet it is. We've got our match earnings and things like that. We got 3 total cash. You can see that is our energy bar replenishing. 6 rest days between our next game, so we get plus 51%. You can see if we own property or have a trainer, that will also boost it even more. But of course we own none of that. However, I am going to now invest in some energy cans. So we've got 18 bucks. free, so I'm not gonna spend all of it. And we got another achievement there. I think I'm only going to buy 4 for the time being, because they are pretty cheap, and they get very, very expensive the higher skill rating goes up. So that is that. That's very nice. I wonder, how do we take a look at... I'm trying to remember how you see... how do you... There we go, awards. So this is the achievements page. You can see we've already got a bunch of achievements already. I want to try and complete all the achievements. That would be super, super fun. You can see there's some ones that we could get very soon, like score a hat-trick, make 10 passes in 1 match. And there are some harder ones that might take a little longer. Yeah. These could take a while, some of these, but it should be very, very fun. And other than that, that is where I'm going to end this first episode. If you guys have enjoyed this brand new series, be sure to drop a like on the video. Let me know if you've played this game before, and hopefully, the format of this video looks alright. Of course, it is your series as much as it is my series, so please do let me know in the comments any tips and improvement features and feedback and things like that that you may have. But other than that, thank you all so much for watching, so much, and I will see you all in the next episode.